Last night's WNBA Finals game was absolutely rigged, and there is so much proof. What a terrible way to end this WNBA season.
We've got the hottest controversies rocking the WNBA. Popular sports commentator Rachel Demita just called out the women's sport. According to her, this year's finals were rigged, and she's got specific examples to back it up. The drama around these finals has fans buzzing, some with frustration, others with support for Demita's stance. It's not just your regular post-game debate. Rachel claims the finals were set up like a scripted plot twist, where key calls didn't add up, and it seemed like the outcome was, well, decided off the court. In the aftermath of the WNBA Finals, the buzz surrounding the games has grown into a full-blown scandal. This influential commentator didn't just critique the games, she turned the entire narrative on its head with her jaw-dropping allegations of rigging. Can you believe it? A respected voice in sports is questioning the very integrity of the WNBA.
I am sure by now that you have seen the viral moment from last night's game, the last play of regulation where Breanna Stewart is allegedly fouled and gets sent to the free throw line. She makes both free throws and sends this game into overtime.
Rachel dissected a pivotal moment during the finals that had everyone talking: the controversial foul call on superstar Breanna Stewart. Picture this, it's the final seconds of regulation, the tension is thick, and Stewart is awarded free throws after an alleged foul. But hold on, Rachel saw things differently. She broke down the final play on her YouTube channel, slowing down the footage to spotlight what she deemed a blatant travel before Stewart even got to the hoop.
When she gets the ball, she travels, and she doesn't just take one extra step. Let's count here how many steps she takes when she gets the ball. I'm gonna put this in slow motion. Okay, so she gets the ball here. She jumps 1, 2, 3, 4. She at least jumps 1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh. She at least takes 4 steps.
But it didn't stop there, folks. Rachel continued to scrutinize the play, pointing out that after Stewart's questionable jump shot, it seemed like Alana Smith, the defending player, barely grazed her. In the footage, viewers could see Smith's hands hovering near the ball without any significant contact.
So as you can see in this photo here, which is right before Stewie goes up with the ball, Alana Smith is not touching her at all. She has 2 fingers that look like slightly tapping the ball. Her body isn't touching Breanna Stewart. Her arm isn't touching Breanna Stewart. There was clearly 0 contact here.
And just like that, Rachel's explosive critique set social media ablaze, with fans rallying behind her sentiments. Hashtags like #WNBA integrity began trending, and the discussion surrounding officiating took off like wildfire. Fans were echoing Rachel's concerns, igniting a flame of outrage that couldn't be contained. "After watching those finals, I felt cheated," one fan tweeted. "It's like they wanted the Liberty to win, no matter what." The frustration was palpable, resonating with countless others who felt similarly betrayed. The WNBA, which had been facing some scrutiny over its treatment of players like Caitlin Clark, who get tackles and fouls go uncalled, found itself scrambling to respond to the uproar. In an official statement, league officials emphasized their commitment to integrity in officiating, saying, "We take all allegations seriously and are committed to ensuring our games are officiated with the utmost fairness." However, this response did little to quell the mounting dissatisfaction among fans and critics alike.
Well, I remember we were in New York, and John Paul Jones set a good screen on me, and I actually popped my eardrum, ruptured my eardrum just on a screen.
Your eardrum?
Yeah, it was a really good screen by JJ.
Even Caitlin Clark, the current face of the WNBA, who has been linked to several moves away from the league for this same reason, chimed in on the matter. As one of the league's biggest names, she expressed her own frustrations, saying, "It feels like every game, I'm not just battling my opponents, but also the inconsistency in officiating. It's exhausting." And you know what? She's not alone. This whole situation has left fans and players alike questioning everything they thought they knew about the league they love. Now, let's talk about the implications of this incident. The WNBA has worked tirelessly to build its brand and gain visibility, but allegations of rigging could be a huge role on all that progress. If fans begin to believe that outcomes are manipulated or unfairly influenced, they might just choose to stop watching and supporting the league.
LeBron James tweeted, he said, "I'm sorry, but that wasn't a foul. Let the damn players dictate the outcome of a close, battled, tested game."
As the smoke began to settle after the finals, players and fans alike took to social media to voice their outrage. LeBron James, the king himself, even weighed in, tweeting, "I'm sorry, but that wasn't a foul. Let the damn players dictate the outcome of a close, battle-tested game." You know it's serious when LeBron is weighing in. Another NBA legend, Isaiah Thomas, added his 2 cents, tweeting, "They low-key cheated for New York, but I get it, lol." With such high-profile endorsements of Rachel's claims, the narrative quickly shifted from celebrating the Liberty's win to questioning the very foundation of officiating in the league.
And all the headlines will be Reeve cries foul. Bring it on, right? Bring it on, because this shit was stolen from us. Bring it on. Well, we talked about it, we know we could have done some things, right? But you shouldn't have to overcome to that extent. This shit ain't that hard. Officiating, it's not that hard.
And the plot thickens. Rachel also pointed out a shocking statistic that further fueled the controversy: the disparity in free throw attempts. The Liberty shot a whopping 25 free throws, while the Lynx only shot 8. I mean, come on, how can that be justified? Many fans were left wondering if the officiating had been intentionally swayed to favor the Liberty, especially considering the financial implications of a New York team winning. But that's not all, folks. The WNBA commissioner found herself caught in the crossfire of criticism, and it had nothing to do with the officiating. Fans couldn't help but notice her choice of attire during the trophy presentation. Dressed in a gown featuring the New York skyline, her fashion choice raised eyebrows and led to even more speculation about the league's favoritism. For the commissioner to wear that dress during such a pivotal moment, it's just not a good look. It's almost like they're rubbing it in our faces, one fan remarked.
Where's Adam Silver when you need him? Because what is the WNBA commissioner doing? Wearing this. You might just be thinking, oh, it looks like a nice dress. Well, look closer, guys. This dress has the New York skyline on it. So why is that an issue? Well, the New York Liberty and the Minnesota Lynx just played in Game 5 of the WNBA Finals in New York. The New York Liberty won in a very controversial way.
As the fallout from the finals continued, former WNBA players began to step forward, sharing their own experiences with officiating and emphasizing the need for reform. It was becoming increasingly clear that the sentiment among players and fans was unanimous. Change is needed. But the big question is, will the WNBA actually listen, or will they continue to operate in a bubble, oblivious to the very real concerns of their players and fans? Now, let's rewind a bit to Rachel's original claims. She posed an essential question: was it rigged? If so, why would the WNBA want the Liberty to win? A bigger market team could mean more visibility and revenue, but at what cost? This leaves us all wondering, how deep does the rabbit hole go? The WNBA's credibility is on the line, and the pressure is mounting for league officials to respond effectively. They must demonstrate a commitment to fairness that resonates with their fan base, whether it's through better training for referees or implementing stricter oversight on officiating. The time for action is now.
The lead is back to 10.
That's nice. That's nice. We got to chip away. Okay, we got 3 minutes.
All right, let's get it to 5. Get it to 5. Big possession to end the half. Jones gets it down to Stewart. Stewart lays it in. And that'll do it for the second quarter.
The discussion around the WNBA Finals has opened up a Pandora's box of issues that go beyond just one game. This isn't merely about a single bad call or an unfortunate officiating mistake. It's about the integrity of the entire league and the trust fans place in it. Rachel Demita's bold stance has ignited a much-needed conversation about accountability and transparency, and it's one that can't be ignored. As we wrap up this storm of drama, we have to ask ourselves, where does the WNBA go from here? Will they take a hard look at their officiating practices? Will they listen to the voices of their players and fans? Only time will tell, but one thing is for sure, this conversation is far from over. Rachel's fiery call to action calls for accountability and transparency from the WNBA. Fans need to hold the league to a higher standard, because without trust, the spirit of competition is lost. We're talking about the heart and soul of sports here, and if that's compromised, what's the point?
Game 5s or Game 7s or last winner-take-all game stakes for both teams in basketball are usually pretty terrible. Liberty win the championship shooting 30%, because more people are watching than have ever watched, and you kind of feel it. And this is something that is felt everywhere by everybody in these. Both teams have their season ended by a loss. You rarely get a team shooting 55% and seeing a beautiful basketball game. It's usually a whole lot of tightness, a whole lot of missed shots. But again, it becomes about the officiating at the end.
As the dust settles and fans are left reflecting on what they've witnessed, it's clear that the implications of these events stretch far and wide. The WNBA has a lot of soul-searching to do, and it needs to do it fast. If they want to keep their fan base engaged, they must prove that they can deliver a fair and competitive environment for all teams involved. In the coming weeks, keep your eyes peeled for potential changes and reactions from the league. Are they going to step up and make the necessary adjustments, or will they sweep this under the rug, hoping it all blows over? Fans deserve answers, and they need to feel that their voices matter. So, what do you think? Was there something fishy going on during those finals? Did the WNBA drop the ball when it came to officiating? Or is this just the heat of the moment speaking? Let's know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more.